Hey everybody, it's Darcy the Bad Artist. Hope you're doing well. So I had some good comments on my wine video when I painted a lobster out of wine and added some watercolor to it. And a couple of the questions came up. They said, what kind of wine should I buy? What are the various colors of wine? And I thought, well, I better show some people this because it's surprisingly it is, well, let's just go through this, okay? So, what you can see in front of you is most people when they get a set of watercolors or paints or pastels or chalks, they create their own little palette. And this is what I did with my watercolor paints. Just basically what it's doing is showing you the various colors that come out and how they look on paper. So in my great wisdom that I have as I was doing this wine experiment and painting with wine, I said to myself, you know what, I'm going to be really sneaky and I'm going to do a very similar palette with a bunch of wine. I went out and I bought 4 different types of wine, which were 4 different shades of purples, and I labeled them, and as you can see here, I created this absolutely fantastic palette. Now I'm sure right now if you're sitting there going, wow, the video is really poor, I can't see the different colors come up. Well, actually it's really because what I found was there was really no difference in the colors of wine. Maybe originally when you first put the wine down on paper you can see the various shades of purple, but it doesn't stick. As you can see here, there's 4 different types of wines, and I've also started with this is full wine here, and I've diluted it down so that there's more and more water just to create this gradient. But yeah, it was really disappointing to me. I was expecting in this case 20-30 different shades possibly of wine colors that I could pull up, but it didn't work out. And I don't even know what color this is. This is actually about 9 months old now, and it's just sort of a gray. It's not even a purple. It's really hard to figure it out. But this is something you should know, because this really takes down the number of colors you can use on your palette. So in this video I just created a window with glass and brick, and I did a couple different layers to show you how it's even kind of hard to build up the layers. Now even if I zoom in here, you can see, I suppose if I put this on eBay I'd get a good solid 30 cents for it as long as I paid for shipping. But really, you see how there's not a lot of differences in the colors? You're going to notice when I play this video, I speed painted it, and I've added some different layers. It kind of creates a few different levels. See through the bricks there? But really, it's not that impressive. So this is a fun thing. We're going to go through the video. I always thought I would come up with fantastic purples, like I said, and maybe some reds, and I got all these. I spent lots of fun time in the liquor stores picking out different bottles of wine. And I tell you, the end result was pretty unspectacular. Doesn't mean I won't do it again, but I think a window painted in wine like that might be able to use some colors like that. But anyway, here we go. Please like and subscribe if you can, and stay till the end, because at the very end there's my really bad joke of the day. And thanks for watching. Here we go. Okay, so here we go. I'm using Canson 140-pound watercolor paper. What you can see here, this is pure undiluted wine I'm putting on the paper For those wine enthusiasts out there, this is actually an Australian Merlot. And Merlots are typically a darker purple, that's why I picked that one. But as you can see, it's not translating to a dark purple. It's kind of a muddy gray sort of tinge to it. Putting some around the window panes. Now in the second part there that you can see now, it's I let it dry quite a bit, and I went and added a second layer on top. At this point I really wanted to create a sort of a better texture. I wanted the to outline the window frame, the window panes, the brickwork, the sill of the window, just to make it look better. And it worked okay. It could have been better. You can see how the lack of color is stopping the shape and the object of being defined. And in the third part here, this is at the very end. I ended up adding some charcoal and pencil lines to it to make the line work pop a bit more, add a little bit more texture. I did some spritzing of wine on it for more texture. Overall, I was pretty happy with it. I mean, I bet I could sell this on eBay and get a good solid, 30 cents, especially if I paid for shipping. But it was fun. I mean, I'll do it again. It's just something you have to be prepared for if you want to try painting with wine. It's not the vibrant, rich colors that you may think that you see, especially when the wine is in your glass with light coming through. It's much, much more diluted and muted colors. But here it is. Now for the joke of the day. Good old anti-gravity. Anyway, have a fantastic day.